back there too. We had a very busy morning today. We were at the Great Lakes Brewing Company this morning taking care of some business because we announced yesterday the 9th annual Alan Cox Show Comedy Tour is going to be going on Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be Friday, May 25th at the House of Blues downtown as custom dictates, and then we'll do the next night one show at the Kent Stage. All the tickets will go on sale this Friday. Pre-sale will happen Thursday. But it was a conversation that actually you had.
Yes.
With some Great Lakes Brewing. We did the superhero bar crawl weekend before last with Great Lakes Brewing Company in the Flats. And so we're walking around and we're having some drinks and we're all dressed up in our costumes. And of course, anytime you're dressed up like a superhero, the conversation will invariably turn to beer. And
is that how it goes?
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Brad Stevens, by the way.
Brad Stevens. My first superhero bar crawl. I don't know. But it was a conversation that you were having.
Yeah, well, I was just talking with Steve Foreman, the pub brewer over at Great Lakes, and I was just asking him what is, just about what he does and what he likes and what he doesn't like. And I was curious. I'm like, how long does it take to make a beer? Do we have time? And do you have the power to make a beer that we could use for the Alan Cox Show Comedy Tour? That would be like an exclusive beer.
Exclusive brew.
Just, have a few kegs at each of the shows.
Yeah.
And he got really excited about it. He's like, yeah, we could do something. Hit me up. So he gave me his card. I emailed him on Tuesday of last week. We set this all up, and we started making a beer today.
I was surprised at how little lead time he needed. I know he's a professional, but I know nothing about making beer, so
he had something.
I thought maybe we would have been outside of our window of opportunity.
Yeah, he had something in his mind, right? Like while we were talking about it, like I wanted something that wasn't too complicated, that would be easy for our listeners to drink and just have a few during the show.
Right.
And
something you could exclusively get at the Alan Cox Show Comedy Tour this year.
Right. So he threw some ideas out there. I'm like, sounds perfect.
Sure.
And so now at the comedy tour this year, we'll have a beer that is inspired. The name is inspired by Poundcake and his new love of vocabulary.
Mm-hmm. He loves the phrase. He threw out the phrase unmitigated gall weeks ago, maybe months
ago. And he used it correctly. And that's
That's why we loved it.
We were all taken aback.
Mm-hmm.
I have my moments.
He does. Boy, does he. And so what are we going to call the beer?
We are going to call the beer Unmitigated Ale, which I am excited about.
So Unmitigated Ale will be available exclusively from Great Lakes Brewing Company, exclusively at the Alan Cox Show Comedy Tour. It's not like you'll be able to go to your local store and buy it.
It's not like the Buzzard Brew.
You'll be able to get it at the Comedy Tour.
That's it. That's the only place you'll be able to get it.
It's going to be delicious.
Unless it's such a hit that they're like, okay, we got to mass produce this. We got to get this out to the world.
And obviously,
which it probably will.
Obviously, we let the professionals handle this. It's not like we went in and said, throw this in, throw that in. We don't know what we're doing.
No.
We just wanted to go in and watch and kind of oversee the process, throw in some hops.
Yeah.
Right?
Alan threw some hops in. Alan is a brewer now.
I'm a natural.
Yeah.
It was like a ceremonial first pitch. Doesn't mean anything. They would have done a fantastic job without us. But so Unmitigated Ale is going to be available at the Comedy Tour this year. Very excited.
So excited about that.
So thank you, Poundcake, for really, it was his inspiration. Inspirato can come from any place, and this time it came from Poundcake. But if you want to get all the details on this year's comedy tour, you go to alancoxshow.com. You use the keyword comedy, and it will take you to all the information you need, where you can buy tickets, when you can buy them. The lineup this year, of course, our own Bill Squire. It's going to be Mike Paramore, Mary Santora, Jasmine Carter, Cody Cooper, myself. Mattitude will be spinning for us again. Poundcake's going to be there. All the info on our after parties, everything you want. AlanCoxShow.com, keyword comedy. The shows will sell out, so I wouldn't dawdle. But it's the 9th annual Alan Cox Show Comedy Tour. Transportation for us provided by Statement Limousine. And, of course, all presented by Great Lakes Brewing Company, themselves celebrating 30 years in the phenomenal beer-making biz.
And for everyone asking on the text and Twitter and the chat on the live stream, it's going to be a lager.
Okay.
So it's just real basic, easy-to-drink summer beer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited.
We wouldn't do you wrong.
Just say it real quick.
I'm trying to eat nuts. Say what? The YouTube stuff again?
Yeah.
All right. Like and subscribe. If you like what we do and want to subscribe, there's probably something down here. Whatever, right? Thanks.